Hi, this is Anarchist, coming to you from the dark side of the moon. I wanted to talk to you while I was on my way to my slave job about a little bit about anarcho-primitivism, which is kind of the state that I live in right now. And I volunteer to choose to live in that state because, one, it's less costly monetarily, and two, less costly towards the environment. You can see I walk in a nice neighborhood full of houses, trees, flowers, people's cars. People out here live relatively good. I think I live good too. I don't have a big fancy house or anything like that. I actually built myself a hut, all without nails. Keeps me warm, keeps me dry. Keeps me entertained when I'm bored and I have nothing else to do, so I just build and build and build. Which comes to my point. Ever since the dawn of time, man has always had the natural inherent right to shelter himself. We have two hands and we build. And that's what we do as people. That's what we naturally can do. Just like the Creator. The Creator creates. So, for months, I was getting evicted from where I was staying at. Nobody would help me out. They would tell me, well, you gotta find somewhere to live soon. Okay. So, I kept looking and looking and looking. Spent maybe about 4 or 5 months looking. No avail. No credit. If I don't have a good enough credit, they don't let you stay. If you don't make the 3 times rent rule, they don't let you stay. I got really frustrated. Pissed me the hell off. All I'm trying to do is give myself the basic necessity as a human being to shelter myself. But nobody wants me anywhere. Not your landowners, not your private housing owners, and bank loans, and definitely not the realty companies that rent out your apartments to you. So, I said, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need your houses. I don't need your bullshit rent. Which I was more than willing to pay. But, credit says you can't pay. The fuck do they know, right? They don't know who you are. They don't know who I am. But they're already assuming and judging by off of a number and some paper and stuff what I'm capable of doing. So, and what did you do? Well, good question. I built myself my own place and gave myself my own shelter. It's not the greatest fucking thing in the world that most people would like to think it is, but it's someplace I could call home. It's someplace I could go to. I know I'm safe. And a lot of people are like, oh no, you're in the woods, you're totally not safe. Well, I do a form of what is called par gridding, where it's like being off grid, except you're still in an urban area. You still have access to whatever you need, like I use people's garbage. So your garbage is my building material. So let me lead you into a little metaphor here. Allegory, if you may call it. Jesus Christ was a carpenter. Now, I'm not trying to get religious. I'm just trying to look at the facts here. The facts are that Jesus was a carpenter. Jesus was supposed to be, or should be, a metaphor allegory of where we are supposed to be at as a human being. Jesus gave himself his own shelter. Maybe there was people kind enough to let him stay. But at the end of the day, as a man, as a real man, an authentic man, Jesus built. Just like me, as an authentic woman, I must build. That is my God-given right, to build for myself. I don't need your permits. I should not give away my godly inherent right for a piece of paper. Especially a piece of paper that says I gotta pay so-and-so how much money for the rest of my fucking life. Now, would I have been able to stay at a place where I had to pay somebody rent? Yes, I would. Would I pay it? Of course. But somebody already came and judged me who's never met me, and they said I can't pay. Okay, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. It's great. But you can't sit there and tell me I'm forced to do what you tell me to do because you don't approve of what I'm doing. Alright, well, if you don't like what I'm doing, get the fuck out. Leave me the hell alone. I didn't ask for your opinion. And if I did, that would mean it'd have to matter. Most of the time, your opinions don't matter. And if you're watching this video judging me on what I'm talking about, that's fine. You're entitled to that. But at the end of the day, do I look like I live in the woods? No. Do I look like a bum? Nope, not even in the least bit. I still hold a job. And I take care of people too. So, before you judge somebody, think about what would you do if you were in their shoes? And I'll tell you one thing that I know for a fact. Anybody walking in my shoes right now would cry and crumble because they could not handle the reality and the truth of being responsible for yourself. I am responsible for my body, and I have a great body too, a beautiful one. And I have to take care of it. I gotta feed it, I gotta clothe it, gotta shelter it. It's my right, it's my duty. And if I'm done taking care of myself, then I can start taking care of other people, which is what I do. I take care of 4 other people in the spot that I stay at in the woods. One's an old man who I found, who needs my help. And the other 2 are people who are jobless, going through the same thing that almost every fucking American is going through, that people fail to recognize about the job market. There is none. So stop hoping and wishing that your president's going to fix it, because he's not. Ford's moving productions to Mexico. What about all those workers? And just to let you know, if you ever end up homeless, or I don't even like saying homeless, if you want to go Rogan, find me. I'll show you some stuff. I'll teach you how to survive. Don't let anybody judge you. Don't accept their judgment, because you know who you are. You know what you are. And you will always be who you are, and continue to be who you are. Beautiful people. Beautiful, strong people. And that's what we need in this world. Beautiful, strong people who care about each other, who give. So, this is Anarchist. I'll talk to you later, and we'll see you all next week. Ciao.